Are you struggling to find high quality suppliers that are trustworthy and have profitable brand name products for you to sell on your Amazon or Walmart business? My name is Sophia. I've been an e-commerce seller of over 9 years selling across various platforms including Amazon, Walmart, Shopify, and many others. And in today's video, I will teach you a tip that 99% of online sellers are not using to find trustworthy, high quality suppliers for your Amazon business. For this tip, I'm going to show you how to use Trustpilot to find good, reputable suppliers. Most people know Trustpilot as a place where you can search for a specific supplier to see the reviews and to see the experiences that other sellers have had with that supplier. But very few people know Trustpilot to be a place where you can find new, good, reputable suppliers that you don't know yet. So for this first step, you're going to head to Google and search for Trustpilot Best in Wholesale. This is a category that is not public per se in the Trustpilot website. If you are on the homepage, it's unlikely that you will find it. But one way to find it is to Google it, like I just showed you, or head to categories. And then under business services, the last one is wholesale, which this is something that very few people know of. And the best part about this is that Trustpilot is going to sort these results by best ratings. So we're going to be able to see a bunch of different wholesalers and suppliers of different types of products in different categories, like this one, right? Farmers, Bob's Parts and Supplies. So parts and supplies for farmers of every single category and more than you can imagine. And we're going to start with the one that has the best reviews. So this is a great way to find new and reputable suppliers that customers have had great experiences with. And 99% of sellers don't know this and are not doing this. So I'm going to search through a few of these and show you the types of results that you could encounter here. You can find thousands of great new suppliers that you did not know of and that have high quality products. And this is an important opportunity for you to find thousands upon thousands of possible new products. And another great tip is that when you find a good supplier that you like, here in Trustpilot, you can scroll down and they now add a ranking type of information here to suppliers. So for example, this supplier, which I'm on their listing on Trustpilot, they have been ranked in different categories. Like for example, here, they're the third best rated supplier in the wholesaler category that we were just in, right? But there's a bunch of other categories that you're not able to access anywhere in the homepage of Trustpilot. So 99% of people don't even know that these rankings exist and that these lists exist. And this is a great opportunity for us because there are other lists like the beauty product supplier list, the beauty product wholesaler list, and it depends, right? They're ranked on this particular lists because this is a wholesaler or a supplier that has beauty products, cosmetics, and household goods and others. So you could go through all of these. And when you are in other types of suppliers, for example, if you're in a toy supplier, you can find a list like this one, a rank list that is called, for example, the toy manufacturer, right? So this one I took out of a toy distributor, which is this one, the Texas Toy Distribution. And then I scroll down to the rankings, and then here you have another list, which is toy manufacturer, but there's also the children toy store. This is unlimited possibilities to find suppliers that other sellers struggle to find, right? So let's go back, and here we have the list of toy manufacturers. What does this mean? This means that these are companies that are owners of probably of brands or manufactured toys. They probably have generic toys, which are great for white label opportunities, but also other brands that you may not know, right? So this was, for example, a toy brand that I didn't really know. All of these are brands that I don't really know. So you can definitely go through these brands as well and find a lot of opportunities for brand direct. So for purchasing products directly from the brand and working with them, right? Which we will go over in a moment. But before we go into the toy category, I want to show you some of the suppliers that I found in the wholesaler category. So just going through these, this is an exercise that you have to do. And this is a fantastic exercise as an Amazon seller or Walmart seller or e-commerce seller in general, regardless of where you sell your products, to go through all of these suppliers and wholesalers and go through their products. So let's just head on to brand distribution for a moment. And a great thing about Trustpilot is that you have the visit website button right here at the top. So you can be redirected to their website instantly. And here we have this distributor where we can see their products. We can also go back here and see the reviews, right? Because all of these have reviews on Trustpilot. So here you can see all of the reviews that they have and whether other sellers have had good experiences, right? Here saying that always have VA compliance, they have a prepping service, right? So this gives us additional information onto the supplier. And this is just a great way to find suppliers for your products to sell online, on e-commerce, on Walmart. They have a bunch of different brands, right? And obviously it's always suggested that you contact them and look through their products and see if you are ungated to sell these products and if they can help you with ungating. These are all questions that you want to make for them, but I think it's just great that they have their product list right here ready on an Excel file, which this you can download and then upload to a ASIN scanner tool that you use, like for example Profit Hunter's ASIN scanner. You can input this through there and have the software look through all of these different ASINs, because as you can see they have their product list by ASIN, right? So they're already doing most of the job for us right here by adding these ASINs, adding the quantity, the MOQ, and the price per unit. By downloading this list and uploading it to a ASIN scanner like Profit Hunters, we can find thousands of product opportunities within minutes, and all because of searching through Trustpilot. You also have other useful links like the payment process, the contact links, and you can see what methods that they use for payment process, right? So remember, I'm not endorsing any of these. You have to try them out for yourself and contact them. I'm just showing you the possibility, and 99% of Amazon sellers aren't going through these through Trustpilot and finding them through Trustpilot. So this is an excellent tip, and I think you should test it out for yourself. Let me show you a couple of more results. Just going through these, I went through so many of these. These are for all different categories. We have a bunch for house and renovation stuff, a lot of hardware as well, which is an underrated category, actually. I've always believed that hardware doesn't get any of the rep because it's not as glamorous as other categories like beauty, but it is a category that sells really, really well because people would rather just shop for those type of products online. So there are a bunch of hardware wholesalers right here, a lot of generic products as well, and a lot of brand name suppliers and wholesalers here as well. So going through these, I found this other one called Artex, has great reviews. Click on visit website. I have it open right here. And here in this one, you can see what their buyer application looks like, what their wholesale catalog looks like, right? So this is another one that I found. They have a lot of about us information. You can create an account, make a buyer application right here, create your account. This supplier even says that they prep and ship items to FBA. They have a 3PL service. So another great find just by looking through the first couple of pages of the Trustpilot results right here in Wholesale. Another one with good reviews is First Choice from the same list. We can scroll down to see in which other lists they are ranked. And here we have a few ones, Health and Beauty Shop. These are all lists that we can go through, right? Like the household goods wholesaler. They're sort of being divided by categories. And if we go to their website, we can see that they have many brand names right here. And then you can open, they have a wholesale link for you to sell. Oh, okay. So you buy through Fair, which is another one that actually appeared in the list that we just saw. I saw them in the first page. Another page through which you can buy products wholesale right here. So you can buy their products through Fair, right? So remember that I'm not endorsing any of this. I'm just, you should do your own due diligence and go through these and open their accounts and see the reviews. I'm just showing you the top rated ones. And I think this could be great opportunities to contact and open account with them. Okay, another one that we haven't seen is, for example, I was looking through the list for beauty, right? So I was in, I think it was Beauty Products Wholesaler, yes. And I was looking through these, and the first one was this one called Simple Beauty Products. There's a bunch of other, look, there's 350 companies that are beauty products wholesalers. So again, we could go through all of these and find, right? So this is probably a wholesaler of pro beauty tools, which is great. We could go through all of these, search for products, right? What type of products do they carry? Some of them will have contact information or directly buttons for wholesale and account opening. So these are like curlers, hair dryers, stuff like that, things related to beauty and salons. And remember, not all of these are going to work, right? When we are talking about suppliers, maybe 10% of the suppliers that you will see in wholesalers and stores and brands in general, maybe 10% are going to work. That's just the way it is in business. In any business that you are, Not every manufacturer is going to work for you. Not every supplier, not every service provider is going to work for you, right? You have to find the right fit. So it's the same when we're talking about wholesalers or suppliers or distributors that we want to purchase products from to sell online in different platforms. Not everyone's going to fit our business. So we definitely have to go through more than a couple. And I wanted to show you, I found this one, which was the first one actually in this list in the beauty products manufacturers and in the beauty products wholesaler. And I noticed that they have a fantastic brand with amazing products, but I was curious to see that they're not on Amazon. So I searched for the brand name on Amazon and I saw that they're not on Amazon, even though they have a great product. So you will also find when you're doing this research and through Trustpilot, you will also find opportunities for brands that you can contact and nurture a relationship with the brand, sell their products on Amazon, offer to create their listings, and eventually, through nurturing the relationship with the brand, create such confidence that you are able to negotiate an exclusivity with the brand and be their exclusive seller on Amazon or one of their few exclusive sellers on Amazon, handle the brand's products on Amazon, be the sole seller, right? So you're gonna also find opportunities like this, searching through these types of lists. I found a couple that were brands that are not on Amazon, and I'll definitely be contacting a few in order to be able to sell their products on Amazon. And this is something that you should do. So I just wanted to talk to you about the different kinds of opportunities you can find searching through a list like this. Another tip for this is that you will find some suppliers. For example, here I had the toys in the toy manufacturer category. Here we have to write different categories that we can also go through. In this category, I was searching through a few and I found a bunch of brands, as I told you, that I haven't seen before, I didn't know. So these are also great opportunities for you to sell their brands on Amazon, contact them, generate a relationship and nurture a relationship with the brand. But also I found this distributor, which was the top rated one in toy manufacturers. And when I enter their website, they have fantastic reviews, by the way. They have a bunch of toys that some of them seem to have a brand assigned, which is the brand Texas Toy Distribution, but some of them seem not to have a brand. So I just wanted to use this as an example that when you find suppliers like these that have generic products, or at least what seems like generic products, which means that these are the types of products that don't have a brand assigned to it. They're generic. They don't have a UPC code. I can see a UPC code right here, but I also found a bunch of other stores that have a lot of products that are generic through doing this exercise and don't have a brand assigned or a UPC code assigned to it. And I just wanted to use this as an opportunity to tell you about another example when it comes to generic products. So when it comes to generic products, while we focus on selling brand names at least at the very beginning, it's very important to sell brand names because you get to know Amazon really well without making as much of an effort or as much as an investment as when you're selling generic products that you have to create your listing from scratch, right? Because the product is generic, it doesn't exist on Amazon. So you have to list a product from scratch and boost that listing through PPC campaigns, create a listing, add the title, do all of that work, right? So at first, we want to focus on selling brand names, and I just showed you a bunch of different suppliers for that are possible opportunities to reach out to. Remember, I'm not endorsing any of these. You have to do your own due diligence. But so at least at first to sell brand names, right? So we don't have to do that effort. But I would really love for you I encourage you to start by incorporating into your Amazon strategy or Walmart strategy or whatever you're selling, the use of generic products to be sold under your white label, right? So to be sold under your own name. So if you want to know how that works, follow along on the videos that we'll be posting on YouTube, and also contact us if you want to know more about how to sell on Amazon and how to sell these types of generic products and make them succeed on online platforms, push them and create campaigns for them, PPC campaigns, advertising, but that is low cost and very effective. Create excellent product listings and have an opportunity to own your first product without manufacturing it yourself. So you can purchase products that are generic and then white label them. So sell them under your own logo, under your own name, obviously, if the distributor or manufacturer is okay with that, right? But there are a bunch of them out there that are, and actually encourage you doing your own white label. So this is a great business model that is very profitable it can be started for very cheap. Imagine that this product is generic, right? And let's say a box of this product costs $80. So you could have a box of inventory, 8 units of this toy for $80 and test it out on Amazon. So what was your entry cost into your own first proprietary product under your own brand name? $80. Not that bad, am I right? And if it works, when it works with the right strategies, because it can be pushed and made successful with the right strategies, then you can add a second proprietary product, right? Let's say a complementary product to this one, another sea animal plush like the lobster, right? And this one costs $70 for a 10-piece set. Then it's, again, a low entry point, but you need the right strategy to push this product on online platforms. So if you want to learn more about that, click the link below and come to our seminar where we will teach you how to sell on Amazon, and stay in touch with us because we can teach you these strategies. So these are the different types of opportunities you can find in one single list of companies from Trustpilot. So this is a tip that 99% of sellers don't even know. So I suggest that you go ahead and try it for yourself and find suppliers for brand names. Find new brands that are not on Amazon that you can contact and create a relationship with, and also find some generic products so that you can create your own first white label proprietary product.
Thank you for following along. If you like this video, the strategies that we discussed, and you want to learn more and be part of a community where content like this is on a daily basis, and this is just one of the strategies that we cover, then do not hesitate to click the link below this video and put yourself in contact with us. We will teach you A to C how to start your online business.